Hold on. Let me go position for position.
How do you guys think
Sanchez
you are,
over Onana. That's guaranteed. Reece Jack, 100%. 100%. Sanchez over Onana. That's guaranteed. Mate, Onana. Listen.
Bro, what? There he is.
What's happening?
What are you saying, bro? You good?
What's going on, bruv? Good?
Good. Nice to see you, bro.
You, mate. What are you saying?
Oh, looking forward to this one. December the 6th.
Yeah, man, not long now.
I've been telling you. Old Trafford, 8:15 kickoff.
Listen,
you know what it's like.
I think we'll come over there and win this time. We ain't had a win there in a while, you know.
I'd rather have Mauricio Pochettino as my manager than Erik Ten Hag. 3, 2, 1.
Strongly, wait, hold on. Strongly is way too far. Why would you rather have Pochettino than Ten Hag?
I think if you look at what Pochettino's done so far at Chelsea,
Yeah.
I would say he's developed a style of play. Whether we're winning or not, he's developed a style of play. That's undeniable. In games, you can see that in our bigger games this season, when things have gone our way a little bit more, you can definitely see that we're playing some nice football. With Man United, we're, a year and a half into the project now? I don't know what they do. Pochettino has got the thing on his side of a lot of the signings haven't been his signings so far. Ten Hag's have been his signings. And again, you look at the ones he's brought in, and for the most part, the big money spent, it ain't gone down well. So I'm looking at the project now and I'm thinking, going forward, who would I rather have there? I'd rather have Pochettino.
The difference between Ten Hag and Pochettino is Ten Hag gets results. Pochettino's not getting results. So you can have the style of play, which is great. We need that style of play. We need a style of play. We need an identity. But you've got to get the results. And Pochettino, so far in his career, he showed it at Spurs. He doesn't get it over the line. PSG, he couldn't handle the big personalities. He didn't want to handle Neymar. He didn't want to handle Messi. He didn't want to handle Mbappe. And in the end, he ends up leaving out the back door. Yeah, he won a league, but it didn't move them at all. So you see with Pochettino is that he's a little bit of a nearly man for me. At least Ten Hag gets results. Won a trophy in his first season.
So far, you could say he's a little bit of a nearly man.
If you want to be like Spurs, the old Spurs, then cool. But that's not the Chelsea I remember.
What's more impressive? Winning a couple of leagues with Ajax or winning a league with PSG? Well, the answer is neither's that impressive because it's a one-horse race in both of them leagues most of the time, right? And then when you look at about the personalities point, Ten Hag's awful with big personalities. Tell me a big personality Ten Hag's done it well with. Every big personality that has come into that club or been at that club since Ten Hag's been there, he's managed to somehow fall out with.
But do you think if we were given 1 billion, 1 billion to spend, you don't think we'll look better than Chelsea right now?
Ten Hag's had more than Pochettino to spend.
1 billion?
He's at,
no, that's a £1 billion pound. But it's a £1 billion pound squad though. He knows what he was inheriting.
Ten Hag,
he knows what he was inheriting.
The money Ten Hag spent since he's come in, he's spent way more than Poch has.
But you know what you're inheriting. This is a project that was passed down from Bodie. You know what I'm trying to say? So he knows what he was inheriting. He inherited some good players. He's inheriting. He's come through now and he's getting Nkunku. He's getting Lavia. He's getting all these players. These are actual very good ballers. I think if Manchester United were able to spend that money in this short time that Ten Hag has had, we will be in a better position. We're in a better position already, but we will be in a much better position. We wouldn't be hanging around, loitering around 10th. Joey, we would not be doing that. Let me tell you that for free.
But then
we would not be hanging
record?
around 10th.
You're backing Ten Hag to be able to spend money wisely. Where's the track record?
What do you mean?
Where's the track record? No. You look at the signings that Ten Hag's put in so far. You guys love to talk. Everyone knows that Anthony's a flop, but you love to talk about Højlund. People go, well, Højlund's not got a goal yet.
Come on, give him. He's doing all right in the Champions League.
He looks a good player. He looks a good player. He's yet to score a goal.
Yeah, I think if Manchester United spent $1 billion with a proper structure under Ten Hag, we would not be loitering around 10th. Let me tell you that. Yeah. You know that, right?
It's fair. It's fair. But at the end of the day, not one person thought that when we brought in a Romeo Lavia, when we brought in even Caicedo, that's going to be the piece of the puzzle where we push on for the league this season.
115 million.
You thought we'd be challenging for a title?
No.
With an average squad age, if you take Thiago Silva out, it's like 20.
No, I'm not crazy. No. I'm not crazy. I'm not saying for the title, but top 4.
Yeah.
Listen, you should not.
We should be higher than 10th.
You're battling with Brentford and Roy Hodgson's Palace.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Nah, this isn't it.
Nothing wrong with Palace.
No Manchester United players would make it into the Chelsea starting 11. 3, 2, 1.
Come here. See, why do you... Why?
Because there's not many.
Be strong
There's not many.
with your chest.
There's not many.
Yeah, but the question was, no Manchester United player was. If you think even one should, then you strongly disagree.
No. Strongly disagree, yeah, is if half the team make it in. If you only think one, maybe two make it in,
Hold
then
on,
you just don't get... Let me go position for
Who the hell
position.
do you guys think you are, bro? What are you
Sanchez
talking
over
about?
Onana. That's guaranteed. Reece Jack... Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sanchez over Onana. That's guaranteed. Mate, Onana... Listen.
Bro, what?
Onana's starting to come good in the last couple of games. How good is he coming, or is that a reflection of how poor he was? The jury's massively out on him. For this moment in time, Sanchez over Onana for me. Yeah.
Oh God,
mate, come on, man.
It's
Look
early. I know, but it's early
at
morning.
the saves that Sanchez is pulling off. What I'm saying is Sanchez, of course, is playing in a poor side at the moment. Yeah.
Sanchez is average.
But
He's an average keeper.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, but you can say
So
Onana.
what's that saying? He is.
Onana's
I ain't even,
played at the highest
there you go.
level,
Sanchez is average. Agreed. But Onana's a little bit worse than average for me.
that is
so let me just
madness.
say. Let me run
crazy.
through it. And you can tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right back, Reece James.
If
Yeah.
he can- is he gonna be fit? Is he gonna be fit?
Listen, if everyone's fit and available, if we go strongest centre backs, yeah.
Yeah.
Your one you're going to give a shout to is Martinez.
I'm
Yeah.
taking-
Varane ain't playing.
I'm taking both of them.
Varane,
What?
an
You said-
aging Varane, yeah,
bro,
who's still younger than Silva. Silva's still better.
Disagree.
Silva's still better.
Disagree.
Varane isn't getting in your team over Harry
Disagree.
Maguire.
Yeah, listen.
Erik Ten Hag, we talk about his man management. He wants rid of Harry Maguire. He wants Harry Maguire to go to West Ham. Then all of a sudden, the old guard, Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, they start doing it for him, and he's having them back in.
Once upon a time, Rafa Benitez tried to sell Xabi Alonso for Gareth Barry. It doesn't mean anything. Some managers are cuckoo up there sometimes, you know what I mean? They're mad. They're mad. So I'm taking Varane. Hold on, all right, let me see your team. Go on. So wait, you're taking who? Disassi or something?
No.
Are you taking Thiago Silva?
Levi Colwell. I'd have
me
Levi
brace
Colwell
myself.
and
Let me brace
Thiago
myself.
Silva over Varane and Martinez.
Guys, bring water. Bring water. This is ridiculous. You're not taking Lissandro?
No.
You think
small.
Levi Colwell is better than Lissandro Martinez right now?
Right, you take them both out of Man United's team, you put them both into Man City's team. Levi Colwell starting ahead of him.
He's not.
Because you can't go. Listen, sometimes you can have a player, right, that is elevated massively as soon as they go into another team.
We're talking about Chelsea right now. Listen, you could put Bearman that's play for Chelsea, that play for Man United, and put them in City, and Pep will elevate their level.
So if I can take Martinez to Chelsea, I'm not playing him. I'm not playing him. I think where you've got
I was a big Colwell fan, but now you're going to make me start a crazy agenda on him.
Potential for a shout is in the left back
slot.
slot. In the left back slot, I look at Luke Shaw and I'm like, he'd probably make it in there. Yeah. No, listen.
He'll probably make it.
Listen.
Who's going to make it? Cucurella. You think
of course. Luke Shaw's making it in ahead of Cucurella, and for that, I'd say probably ahead of Ben Chilwell as well. I'm giving you a few here. Listen.
I don't like your tone. I don't like your use of language. What do you mean? Probably, bro. You're giving me that.
I
bro.
think in the cold light of day,
Yeah.
if you was honest with yourself,
Yeah.
behind closed doors, no one was going to
Oh,
find
yeah,
out.
they're saying I'm a fake
Someone
up.
said to you, right? You can trade in, let's say Varane,
Yeah.
but you can take Levi Colwell. I think you'd take him. I'd go Conor Gallagher in there. I'd go Caicedo in there. You lot could really do with a Caicedo, you know, because you signed Casemiro for God knows how much money. You lot love to talk about spending, yeah? You signed Casemiro. You dropped an absolute bag on Casemiro.
He had a massive impact last season.
Yeah, do you know what? You're right. When they brought him in, yeah, they went, as long as he wins us a League Cup. Oi, we pay 80 million for him, but as long as he wins us a League Cup.
You're the one that said you'll be comfortable with a Conference League, mate. You know what I mean? With Enzo and Caicedo in there. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
we're building. Attack,
Yeah.
at the minute, if I'm going 3 up top.
You see this guy's use of, I know he's doing
If I'm going 3 up top.
At the minute, you see what he does?
And I can take him at Chelsea, I'll go Palmer, Nkunku,
Oh my goodness, here we go. And look,
Rashford.
not Raheem. Listen, let me do the real team, yeah? Because what you're doing is a madness right here, yeah? Can I put Rashford up top?
You're going to have to.
Let me put Rashford up top. Let me put,
You're gonna have to.
Let me put Rashford up top. I'm putting Sterling and I'll put Cole Palmer.
Yeah.
That's what I'll put.
That's not a bad. That's not a
alright.
bad team.
You
That's
see
not
me?
a bad team.
I'm fair.
Yeah.
I'm fair. I'm reasonable, bro.
No Anthony in that team.
Don't joke with that one, bro. don't joke with that one.
Manchester United will beat Chelsea in this upcoming match. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Whoa, yo, I'm telling you, stop putting liquor in there, man.
Just agree, yeah?
Agree.
Do you know what? I'm a law of
Agree.
averages, man. And we haven't beat you in that long that I'm going law of averages, man. Like, if I'm going law of averages against Man City, I'm like, yeah, you know, stats in their favour. But the way I see stuff, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going strongly. You want to go strong? Let's go strong for strong.
We're about the same. But there's one thing here. There's
board.
one thing here. There's one thing here. It's the Mason Mount derby now. Like that did. I'm not even gonna lie. It did hurt us, boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It did hurt us. You say he came through the academy. He's a kid from Portsmouth. He's obviously gone on to jump ship when he thought the ship was sinking. I think it holds a strong feeling with our fan base, and that's one of the main reasons. A lot of people wouldn't say it. I'll just be honest with it. One of the main reasons why I'd love to turn you boys over is just so I can look at Reece James, give Mason Mount the little wink there, and he'll be back for that game. He'll be back for that game.
He won't play. He won't be playing. He's probably going to be injured somehow, some way. Do you know what I mean? But for us, I just think we have to beat a big team. Do you know what I mean? We haven't done it so far this season. We have to. Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. 8:15 kickoff. I just think Old Trafford's going to be rocking under the lights. I think that's going to be the game where, I'm not saying we're going to play like Barcelona or anything like that, but I think we're just going to get the result, but it's going to be a good, solid win, I think. You know what I mean? Yeah,
When you look
I think
at
it's going to be a good,
against
solid
the
win.
big teams, I know it's horses for courses,
Yeah.
but if we can keep our heads, I think we'll come away with 3 points.
What's the score going to be?
Do you know what?
Strongly, don't forget your.
Do you know what? I'd take a little 2-0 win there.
2-0? We're not even going to get a goal.
Well, you didn't against City.
This is pure disrespect.
We put 4 past City.
I have to endure here.
We put 4 past City.
Yeah, listen, you put 4 past them, but that was some jammy game, man. That was a weird game. You know what I mean?
More than you passed Arsenal.
You conceded 4 against City too, and you conceded against Arsenal, but you just don't have the respect for us that you don't think we're going to go.
You have got nowhere near the firepower of those boys. Yesterday, your stats went up a little bit, but before that, Nicholas Jackson had scored more goals than your entire front line.
Let me see Nicholas Jackson at Old Trafford, bro.
He still scored more goals than your entire front line.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
We're looking at those teams there, and I'm going, mate, they got firepower. They got more for us to worry about. What you boys got, and I would love Chelsea to have it, is you've got match winners. You've got Bruno Fernandes, that can turn up and win you a game. Rashford's not on great form this season, but you've got him. You can pull things out the bag. But what we've got, when it's going, more often than not at the moment.
You got a bunch of wasteful finishers. Hold on, why are we talking as if you guys have got like flipping prime Didier Drogba in your team or Diego Costa? You've got Jackson, who's hit and miss. He scored one of the worst hat tricks you will ever see in your life against Spurs. Like literally, I don't think he knows how he got that hat trick. Cole Palmer, how about some open play goals, mate? You know what I mean? It's just pens. Are we just gonna sit here and say ice cold Palmer forever? Can you get some open play goals? You know what I mean? So you lot in front of goals are still wasteful.
We're massively wasteful.
Mudryk.
We're massively wasteful. We put 4 past Spurs.
Yep.
We put 4 past Man City. We put 2 past Arsenal.
You've been coming here, the whole time talking about underlying stats and you need to look at it, and you look at that as like, oh, we put 4 past Spurs. Come on, let's add the context to the game, bro. You know what happened against Spurs. You know if it was an even 11, okay, do you know what, even 10v11, you know you're not putting 4 past Spurs.
In the big matches so far this season, you boys have failed to show up. In the big matches so far this season, we have showed up.
This showed up thing that you lot are saying, you've got 3 draws, 1 win, it's not that great. You're saying it. It's better than it's better. Hold on, it's better.
Less goals conceded against them.
It's better than what we have done. But to say you've showed up, you'd think that you've won all these games. You ain't won these games.
Moral victories.
3 draws.
Moral victories.
Yeah, there we go. See, that's the thing though. That's what your fan base are doing. Your fan base are hanging on to, oh well, we turn up against the big boys. Yeah, but what is that? You're not going to get nothing from that. That's not a trophy. That's not something to indicate progression. We turn up against the big boys, but then we go against the smaller lot and get turned over. But to play against the Chelsea team, we can still do what we're doing right now and win against Chelsea. I'm 100% confident of that. And I'll be live for that as well. So you will see. You know what I mean? I'll call you as well. I'm going to call you live. I'm going to call you live and I'm going to say, Joey, you see what I told you, yeah? Go to that YouTube video on LADbible. I told you, mate. You'll see.
John Terry was better than Rio Ferdinand. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you can't do that to me.
Can't I just stay in the middle, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure and all that. Oh. Listen, Rio's a close friend of mine as well. He's a mentor to me. But I've said it to him before. You know what I mean? I've said it to him. I think John Terry was the best centre-half in Premier League history. I just think his near post defending, I think both feet, his leadership, ability to get goals as well, just a raw defender. His impact on Chelsea, the clean sheets, the record that you guys have in the Premier League, 15 goals conceded, player of the year. I just think he was just a proper centre-back, centre-half. And you're looking at, in that time where there were so many good defenders, Rio, Vidic and Puyol and Piqué, all these guys, John Terry was at the one constant amongst all of them. When you're looking at the World Team of the Years, you're looking at UEFA Team of the Years, John Terry was that one, you know what I mean? I think it's a very 1A, 1B. These are my two best centre-halves for me in the Premier League history. But he was just that guy, man. So, hey, sorry, Rio.
I think the things that edge it for John Terry is, if you look at the centre-back partnerships, everyone talks about Terry Carvalho, it's brilliant, but it only really lasted a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Rio often had Vidic in there with him,
Oh, you can remember, he was holding down with Silvestre and stuff.
Of course, yeah. For England, he had JT in there with him. People forget, even Woodgate was a good defender with him at Leeds, you know what I mean? Like, he had the partnerships there, and John Terry didn't always have that. I can tell you now, like, I love Gary Cahill, but he's not collecting multiple Premier League winners' medals without John Terry next to him. And I think also, like, being in the ground, Stamford Bridge was loud at them times, but the loudest man in Stamford Bridge was always JT.
Yeah, and I always say it, Rio's game is aging and will age way better than John Terry's, way better than Vidic's. Because we're seeing John Stones, we're seeing, obviously Piqué was doing it, we're seeing every centre-half now has to be able to play with the ball, they have to be able to drive out. And you're gonna look back in time and be like, oh, Rio was doing that back in 2000s. But I have a little bit of more of a affiliation to a bit of them guys that just put their head on it and, you know what I mean, them proper leaders. So that's why I edged John Terry, but Rio, inspirational figure, man.
At the end of the day, I think that John Terry could pull a team a little bit more, but it's fine margins.
It's fine margins, man. Why do you guys have to do this one, though? Why do you have to do this one? I don't like this one, man, honestly.
Chelsea will finish above Manchester United in the Premier League this season. 3, 2, 1.
Disagree strongly, mate. Come here. Put it right here.
Not strongly.
Put it right here.
Strongly. No way.
What?
No
Strongly.
way. Listen, how many points are in it at the moment?
As this is being shot, it's 8 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So say, for example, right,
Yeah.
if we go and get, look, there's a lot of ifs and buts and maybes. If we go and get a result against Brighton, and we go and then beat you guys at Old Trafford, all of a sudden it's 5 points. Now look at this. Let me just tell you this one thing, right? There's a lot of good teams in the Premier League, and so far this season, Man United have done brilliant to not look great and beat the smaller clubs. When you've come up against big teams,
we get hooked.
You've been beat.
Look, I think Chelsea have got a future. You guys have got a future. You've got talented players. But I just think it's too soon for you guys. You know what I mean? As much as United, visually, on the eye, it's not good to watch. It's hard to watch sometimes. United know how to get results. Chelsea, on the other hand, I just don't see it in you guys and your players to be able to go 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins in a row. You know what I'm trying to say? I just don't see that in your squad. It's the Chelsea game. It's this game, that I'm looking at Man United and I'm like, go put a statement out. You know what I mean? Go and put a statement. Let's see what we can do.
See if we win this game.
But if we beat, let me tell you though, if we beat you, Joey, you know that's the season over, right? You know that's the season over. There's nothing you're playing for the rest of the season.
We still got the domestic cups to play for.
Yeah.
And all right, you might go 11 points ahead of us or whatever, but I'm telling you now, like, at the end of the day, the cream will rise to the top. I ain't calling us the cream. What I'm saying
You're like,
is this.
You know the little sugar at the bottom that stays at the bottom of your cup.
When there is, a style of play that you're looking at and you're thinking, in fact, style of play ain't the word used. There ain't no style of play. Nothing's looking good. The form would suggest that eventually that will catch up with you.
But to be above Chelsea, I don't think that's that hard. That's the difference. I don't think it's that hard. We can still be pretty poor and be above Chelsea because I just don't see Chelsea picking up that run of form to capitalise on all of our mistakes. You know what I mean? But to just try and get top 4 or 5th or 6th, I don't think it's that hard. Whereas I think you guys are going to be lurking around 9th, 8th, and there's nothing to suggest that, in my opinion, that it's just going to be a crazy upturn of form.
The likelihood is you ain't going through the group stage in the
We'll
Champions
win
League.
that, don't worry,
The
bro.
likely, you
that,
might
bro.
win it, but you're going to be playing Thursday night football.
Yeah,
and we're
maybe.
seeing at the moment, like, your boys ain't looking great at the second. If they're doing trips to Legia, Warsaw and back, or wherever else in the Europa League, it's not going to bode well for them. So I've put disagree, that's fine. But I'm never going to strongly disagree. I'm never going to strongly disagree because when all's said and done, when we're in that running, 5 games to go or so, I think we'll be a lot closer to you than you're anticipating right now.
Well, we'll see then. We'll see.
Ronaldo, Beckham.
You've created this. Who do you think should be on the right wing?
Drop Ronaldo, fam.
No, he just doesn't like Ronaldo. Wait, stop.
Drop him.
Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or at Manchester United before he was even the best version of Ronaldo.
Drop him.